Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on which part of the world are you from. I just got this from the roof. Sorry for the shake, there's no earthquake. That's just some people being clumsy. Okay, today's salad is the big one, okay? It's actually not a salad, it's a whole lunch. So it's a lot of noodles, cold, everything is cold. Egg, noodles, veggies, spring onions from the rooftop, tomatoes from the rooftop. I might as well go and eat also on the rooftop. One day, one day. Let the winters come fully here. Once the winters are here fully, then we'll start all this, okay? So a lot of chopping to do today and obviously a lot of talking to do today. What is it talking about? Yesterday, if you attended my lecture, you know what we were talking about, okay? Today, I've got something more fascinating, more interesting, more mind-numbingly awesome. No, it's not that bad. It's good. You'll get a chance to experience some interesting ideas. But first, let's just wait for a few minutes. Let people join in. Then we'll get started. Till then, I will just clean the celery. These leaves don't really work very well for the flavor. Oh, you should see what's going on here. See this, what's happening on the grill. On this iron grill, I've put up some baby corn. Some babies, corn babies are on the spit. They're roasting away. It's not very hot. I don't know, actually, this is not an instrument that I have used very frequently, but let's see what happens with it. It's like a metal grill, whoa, which has just gone kaput. So I think the lights went. I think that's what happened. Well, anyways, I think something has burnt out, so this is not going to happen anymore. I'm sorry. We'll have to cancel this. This is the magic of live. Every day, whenever I'm doing a live stream, something or the other has to happen. This is the second episode, by the way, today. Don't tell my folks, but this is the second episode today. I've already blown up a power supply. I didn't know that LEDs take 10 amps of current, yaar. I mean, I know that they are current drawing, but I didn't expect them to be taking 10 amps. And this is so hot. Good, it went off, trust me. Otherwise, I would have got singed. Cooked. We will take the bottom half of the celery. You are to eat from as close to the stem as possible. Further away from the stem, less flavor. So we'll get to the celery, but first let's get to the noodles because I need to oil the noodles, okay? That's the difficult part here in this recipe. I'll show you what I mean. The noodles will take away a lot of the oil. They get sticky, okay, after you boil them. Come in if you have joined and say hi. So I know that you joined the stream. Today's salad is a cold noodle salad. Noodle. It's a noodle salad. Yeah, well, it is awesome. And if you have not tried this before, stick around, you will love it. This is one of my favorite things to eat in the world. Seriously, this is like a fantastic breakfast, lunch, dinner, anytime. Everything is fresh, everything will be chopped and brought to the table. But first, I'm going to chili oil the noodles. Hi, Shaz. Good afternoon. You're one of my top attendees. You were there yesterday. Sorry, you had asked me, right? You wanted to get Kai Ben. So tomorrow is pressing. Please don't forget to tell me. Otherwise, I'll have to give you for the next pressing. I don't make and sell. This is made to order. Okay. These are the noodles. Now, what I'm going to do with this is first, we will salt them. Because unsalted, ideally speaking, you would like to boil them in salted water. But since, okay, I'm hearing that has happened. So I didn't boil them, yes. Well, that's the celebrity chef. What, you're jealous? Don't be jealous. I'll do the, when you are making salad, you call me. I'll help you. I will do the boiling of the noodles. Okay, some pepper. I'm seasoning the noodles, if at all. And I'm going to add some of this master chow. You remember this? Chow mein sauce. This is actually what's on that brown thing also. Okay. And I'll show you. I'm going to add the oils also. And then I will put this into the fridge. It will then go inside the fridge. This is a whole new salad, okay? This is a whole new salad. Ashal, sorry. You don't know how to get in touch with me. Okay, do me a favor. On my YouTube channel, you're following this channel. On this video's today's live stream, leave a comment. I'll ping you back, or I'll ping you back on your channel. You'll have to send me a message somewhere. Cool. All right, now I'll show you something else. So this is black sesame oil. Sesame tastes very nice. We're oiling the noodles right now. Okay, this is a wonderful step. It is actually what's going to bring the flavor. This is a product called chili oil by the same company. Remember that Master Chow? I just put their sauce also. This is chili oil. This has got a Sichuan pepper thing going on about it. But we are looking for the oils. The spoils of the oils. Cool? Just a little bit, not too much, because there is going to be a sesame oil flavor. That's what we're going for. Today's salad is special, okay? Stick around. You're going to really find this cool. Look at the bowl. The size of the bowl should tell you that this is going to be good. Are you one of those who has a thing with size? I don't blame you. A lot of people do. The entire American community, they want everything big. One more. Sesame seed oil never hurt anybody. And this is fresh. This has been made at home. You know, when you make oils at home, the flavors that you will get is amazing. They say now oils are not good for you. I'm sorry to bring that to you. There's nothing that is not good for you. Your body will decide. You just make sure that enough of everything is available. That's all. Your body will figure it out if it is good for it or not. Look, can you see these colors? The black, white, red. This is action, man. This is a movie. So by oiling this, what I'm doing is I will prevent the noodles, this ball of sticky rice. Actually, this is wheat noodles. Sorry, mister, what you were saying? I also will miss out what I'm saying. You're asking me to now go back in time and tell you what I was thinking. What I was thinking about was that you can leave me a message. Shaz Nagpal. Nagpal is a North Indian name. It's a North Indian surname. Where in North India are you from? North India is big. They've got the Himalayas there. So the reason why we are oiling these noodles is so that they don't stick in the finished mashup. Okay. Otherwise, what will happen is when you boil these noodles, they have starch left on them. So ये जब finished noodle में हिंदी में बोल लो. So when you will finish, actually वो फिरंगीज आएंगे कुछ ना, तो उनके लिए I have to be careful. So if you're a Firangi and Firangi means outside India. If you have come from outside India and you don't understand मैं हिंदी में क्या बात कर रहा हूँ, तो just hi बोलो. I'll switch like that switch that you have in your chat GPT. क्योंकि आज का conversation interesting है. आज एक I have got something. तो देखो क्या हो गया. ये ना अच्छी तरह oil हो गया अभी. हाथ लगाना पड़ता है. आप खाने को बनाओगे तो हाथ लगाओगे. ठीक है. तो अब क्या होगा, ये चिपकेगा नहीं. कूल है, कूलियो. और अब हम प्रोसीड करेंगे टू पार्ट 2. तो इसका तो बाजा बज गया. दिस इज नॉट हैपनिंग, सो वी विल ड्रॉप दिस फॉर नाउ बिकॉज इवन दो दिस टेस्ट वेरी नाइस. बेबी कॉर्न अपने कच्चा भी बहुत अच्छा टेस्ट करता है. एज इन इट टेस्ट नाइस इन इट्स रॉ फॉर्मेट. बट आई एम जस्ट बीइंग अ लिटिल शाई. आई डोंट थिंक वी शुड यूज इट. Let's stay away from that. Such crazy ideas. Now look at this. These are spring onions that have come from the roof. This I'll get to in a bit. There is tomato. There is onion, cucumber. No cucumber. We are not using cucumbers today. And the honest capsicum, which belongs to which family? Which family does it belong to? Chili family. Capsicaceae family. What happens to them? Why are they famous? If you've been hearing me, you know what I'm talking about. Something that is crazy cool about them. By the way, 3 गाजर इसलिए हैं क्योंकि एक प्रोड्यूसर की है, उसको पता नहीं है. I think I'll remain it like this. नहीं तो you know he comes and he creates so much of stress and pressure यार. I get all confused. Okay. So let's get to the chopping part. But first, so धार लगानी है. अगर धार नहीं लगाओगे तो chopping नहीं होएगी. Chopping नहीं होएगी. तो क्या होगा? All the effort, right? Why do you want to put extra effort? Why do you want to ruin your energy? The blade will take the weight. It will handle it. You just need to sharpen it. The same goes for our own brain, our own mind. You know, Abraham Lincoln, I've told this to so many people so many times, please hear it again, because there's merit in it. It's such profound advice. Sharpen your blade before you start cutting. We don't do it. But I'm telling you, the difference is there. Effort is 1/10, fun is 10 times more. You know, yesterday a Jap had come and I was telling them about the same thing. That Japs are, they're the masters of sharpness. They have a company called Sharp. It doesn't get more obvious than that. We understand Sharp. You can trust us. Okay, I'll show you something very interesting which you probably have not seen before. Okay, how to cut carrots very fine. No, I have not learned this from somewhere. I just use my brain. It works sometimes it doesn't work. So here is the champion. I started peeling carrots. He knows. I'm telling, dogs are not the only animals who are intelligent. Humans are actually the only animals who are not intelligent. The fact that we think we know everything is stupid. Wait, let me just give it to him. He's standing right next to me. And he's like, carrot. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, I will peel the carrot. And I'll get these thin. अच्छा, कैरेट का सेंटर पोर्शन नहीं यूज करना, ओके? क्यों नहीं यूज करना है? बहुत फाइब्रस होता है और इट्स नॉट फन. एंड सिंस वी आर डूइंग सैलेड्स, तो यहाँ पे कुकिंग नहीं करना है. डिड यू सी दैट स्पिन? इट डिड दिस twirl only on the live. I don't know. I'm not. You're crazy or what? This is what I do all day long. About planning and preparing how I'm going to twirl the carrot to jump around. It's not a bad way to spend the day, but I would rather have better things to do. So these thin strips, Julian, correct, like ginger. You have read my mind. Or I can say, I have read yours. This goes to the producer. We're going to do lots of veggies, okay? So I will do 2 carrots, 1 full capsicum. Acha, the trick to noodles, one of a couple of things which I have learned. You could be right, I could be right, doesn't matter. The idea is to enjoy this. Cut the carrots with this. Actually, I'm sorry, this is not really doing very good justice to the way it's supposed to be laid out. I kind of, after I slice them, I move them one side to the other, and then I'll show you what the finished result looks like. You will be quite impressed. And you can do this for your all kinds of noodles, okay? If you're making a hot pot or you're making any kind of ramen, usme bhi you can add this. Ramen kya hota hai? Ramen is nothing else but noodles that are boiled, put in chili. It's a way of preparing the noodles. A noodle bowl has to be prepared, just like a rice plate has to be prepared. अब ठीक है ना, सबके अपने अपने तरीके हैं खाने के. You know, that reminds me, the most important and the most fun thing. Let me first tell you, did you get the Adobe comment? If you're coming from the Adobe comment, please tell me that. Just type and say Adobe. So I'll understand where you're coming from. Then I'll carry on the second half of the story. Hi, Captain Yellow. The second half of the story, see, kaisa kata? Can you see? Not bad, na? Yeah, thank you. Well, I can hear you saying thank you. What are you saying that you're not saying thank you? We can do this all day long. No, we don't need to do all this long because in 20 minutes I'm going to be hungry. I have to eat in 20 minutes. Then what is Buddha bowl? What is a Buddha bowl? Buddha bowl. I don't want to make fun of anybody. So are you sure you want my answer? That's called a toilet bowl. So a Buddha bowl will be for meditative bowels. Benny, enough, bro. Look at him, how is he creating pressure? Actually, he's not eaten his food. That's why he's behaving this way. You've eaten up all the carrot, bro. I brought it for our salad. I'm going to show your face to everybody and I'm going to show how greedy you are. Acha, cats, they will cry like babies. They make such a bad sound, like a baby is being ripped into parts. I'm not making this up. They are so bad. They have learned cats. They're called house cats. Dogs and cats come from the same animal. But actually, humans and fungus also comes from the same animal. But my point being that that's why they have this commonalities. Well, actually, they don't have commonalities. But cats and dogs का अपना अपना चलता है बहुत ही. तो दोनों के पास ही तो जोक इज दिस. चोर आएगा ना, कुत्ता चोर के पीछे भागेगा, बिल्ली भागेगी. This is a smaller carrot, so this is going to be shorter pieces. I'm not doing a very good job. My Michelin star rating might fall because of this, but I'm sure you don't mind. While chopping carrots and chopping ginger, I have to be very careful because they slip. And this is a Victorinox knife, okay? It's unforgiving. It doesn't discriminate between carrots and my finger. And they have told me this before. I've had an episode with them, a very ghastly episode. Okay, this is the krat that has gone in for... I'm not keeping them inside the fridge, but I think that may not be a bad idea. So that they all get cold. The idea behind the salad is that it should be cold. If it is not cold now, then something about that salad just doesn't work. Yeah, you would have noticed this, right? All the salads, a cold salad is how to do it. Okay, I want to do the stylish thing. No, I don't think so. There is a stylish way. I've been learning. I've been doing training to learn how to cut veggies to impress you. I mean, if I say that I'm a Michelin star chef, you should be able to believe me. Hey, a doctor can do it. I can't. It's called enclothed cognition. I just read about this a few days ago. Basically, what happens is that you wear a uniform and you start to believe that you are a doctor. So your confidence and your conviction, that's what I tell everybody. Storytelling, everybody, we are all storytellers. Our conviction is different. That's the only place where we are different. Yes, lots of insights. As you can see, I've not lost my hair sitting in the sun. Well, actually, I have lost my hair because I shaved, but you know what I mean. So, Shals, Nagpal, are you still around? Did you get a chance to figure out your approach, your connection with me? Just drop me a line if you're genuinely interested in trying this product out. If you want to just bother me, find a better way. I'll give you my phone number. You can call me anytime. The thing is this, you might not be able to. Bother me, I mean. You can call me anytime. My phone is completely open, reachable. It just stays on silent and below 4 layers of pillows. I don't keep my phone accessible to me. There is a reason for it. It's not that I'm not trying to be approachable or reachable. I am chopping the capsicum the wrong way. Just realized this. I should have paid attention to this. I need the capsicum also to be in thin strips. So let me do this. How you chop the vegetable brings the flavor out. It happens to meats. We know this. In fish, that's what is called. Sushi is not that. Sushi is... But my point is that the idea behind the cutting of the vegetable is what decides its flavor. It's a big deal. And white ones, I would like to know more. Okay, sure. In fact, do me a favor. Why don't you join me for one of the live pressing streams? One of the best ways to know something is to ask questions, as you must have figured out using ChatGPT. So treat me like ChatGPT. Hey man, I'm rhyming, can't you see? Just give me a question and I will respond back with an answer that will help you. Otherwise, the information doesn't end. Okay? Ask me a question. Hey man, Brian, what's up? You're in good time. We've got some questions coming from Shals 19267. 19267. That's like a pin code. 19267. Shals, what's your name? Shals 19267. What if you get it wrong? Or what if you meet Shals 19268? That'll be like really cool, right? If you meet someone who like looks exactly like you, talks like you, walks like you. Do you think it'll be scary? I think I'll be scared out of my shit. It'll be like, and especially if that person looks different to what you've been seeing. What a plot, man! Are you following along? We've just written a plot for a champion story that's going to win awards. Will Smith will feature in it. We'll make a movie out of it. Have you indulged in movie making? Have you made any films? Charles, Brian, what about you? Have you made any films, any movies? Have you shot any camera work? Have you done any camera work, any editing? Camera work is still fun. It's the editing which kind of just takes the life out of everything. And especially Instagram, no matter how much they promise, man, it's not their fault. Editing is a resource intensive job. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. We need to get the garlic, okay? Because without the garlic, this salad is going to tank. I can tell you now. The most important thing on this salad's ingredient list is garlic. Brian, you don't know my theory with garlic, do you? You should always carry garlic with you, all the time. Here's my reasoning. Listen to me. Now, if you meet someone for the first time, open your bag of garlic and offer it to them. Would you like some garlic? And this guy's like, no, I can't eat garlic. No. And that should lead you on. Something is wrong. Because who don't like garlic? The vampire don't like the garlic. So I call it the vampire test. Yeah, so if you're wondering, I always carry garlic with me. And if you're asking where do I keep it, I can't share that with you. Yeah, there you go, bro. You figure it out. I'm telling you, you're a senior soul. You're you're probably my neighbor in the other planet. You never know. But I'm very keen to know about your card game business that you're up to. It sounds like the psychology behind it, I still don't know. As you said, chess and poker, two of the good things that can melt anybody's brain. Incidentally, Indians check, you've been seeing, chess is something like we do well. I don't know exactly why. Maybe you can snack in between. Hey, listen, are you allowed to eat during, you had a 10-hour marathon or something, right? You told me. Can you eat while the gig is on? Because in my case, I can eat while the gig is on. I mean, it's you who can't eat while the gig is on. But in your case, do you get a chance to kind of indulge in snack? I don't think you can leave your table, can you? I think even in chess, you're not allowed to get up from your table. I don't know, man. They keep changing the rules all the time. It's my game, my rules kind of a thing going on. The last I played chess was with some app on the internet, and it was a setting of like a 3-year-old child setting, and I lost. So chess is not for me. There are some guys who are built different, but well, the card game interests me. I'm sure there is an element of luck. There is this element of no control, because that's the better's paradise. Betting, the reason why bets happen is because of the uncertainty in it. If you know the answer, then nobody wants to bet on sure things. That's the yin yang, the story of potential difference, the story of a battery, the story of blood. Everything on this planet, physics, is driven through, you learned out, right? Everything is dark and cold. The default status is dark and cold. You need to give it heat and light to take it up somewhere. Isn't that cool? It's a pretty interesting way to look at the world, though. So if you don't put energy, you are going to remain dark and cold. No brainer. But the question is, how do you put energy? So, one is food, good food. And that's not what you eat, it's what your body absorbs. And the second is your sleep. Because your gym is not required. Yeah, it will be required. We'll come to that. But first, you need to get your sleep up. And sleep is not what they've been telling us. You eat this med, that med, sleep upside down, stuff some cotton in your nose. That's not how you get sleep. Yeah, you can add on to various parts of it. 9 to 50, 10, 50-minute rounds. 9 to 10, 50-minute rounds. Holy shit. Best of three each round. If you finish a round early, you can eat a snack. Can't be, obviously, mid-game. But whoa, that's like 10 sets. That's a big game. I mean, that must take a lot of energy. And you're using your mind all the time, is it? So like at 9-10 minutes grueling session, which is, look at this. These are the oiled noodles. Don't they look cool? All the veggies will go in with the garlic. I have a fetish for garlic. I'm sorry. The state I live in. This is one of the states in India. It's called Maharashtra. Garlic. We put garlic in everything. We don't discriminate. Even Italians apparently have a huge fetish for garlic. It's not so much. I've not seen that. Well, Chinese have a big fetish. Well, to be honest, the Chinese that we eat in India, this food, it's not Chinese. It's called Chinjabi. Chinese and Punjabi. This is my brother's invention. Nice word, no? It's his gourmet skills. Chinjabi is the concept of making food which lacks anything to do with Chinese, but more to do with the Punjabi nature of food, which is a lot of spices, a lot of garlic, oil, chili. Everything is accentuated. Everything is accented. All the flavors are raised to the power 3. It's like, you've got this a gain knob on your amplifier, guitar amplifier, and you go from 0 to 10, and then you go all the way again once more, and then again once more, assuming that's how it works. It doesn't, but don't try it. So, slept for 12 hours afterwards. Wow. That's actually quite an achievement. If your body can take 12 hours of non-stop sleep, that just goes to show how much of sleep deprivation you would have built up. Yeah, because 10 hours of in 6 hours of brain activity, the brain's gone. It's lost its sharpness. Just like one celery, chopping through a celery might do for my blade, 6 hours of non-stop thinking, working is going to make the brain ready for rest. 50%, your efficiency drops down to 50%. And in 10 hours of this kind of an activity, I would assume less than 20%. Yeah, I think that could be one of the judgment criteria for the game. Like Formula One racing, it's not as much physical, as much mental. You really get tired because of the mind getting tired. Your focus goes there. That's what you train for. Even football, for that matter. Sure, there is a physical thing involved, but it's actually your mind that's getting tired. The constant thinking through various things, right? It's been more than 20 minutes now, and I can sense my ghrelin levels have shot up. I need food. I need food. This is one thing that sits over procreation. Yeah, see, food comes above sex. So it is obviously very important. I'm going to retain the seeds or not. I think I should throw out the seeds. What I have learned from experience, it doesn't matter how old or young the capsicum is or the chili is, but take the seeds out. They stick in your mouth and on your tongue and your teeth, and especially in a salad like environment, they don't work very well. So I will just take the flesh and use that for the salad. Can you hear the fellow? This is his participation in the live stream. He's actually hungry, and there's somebody at the door who's decided to. There you go. This is the song that he sings. We all sing a song. No seeds, please. Thank you. Today has been a real long chopping exercise, isn't it? That's the thing with this kind of food. This Asian food thing has this challenge. You are going to be chopping for some time. You're going to be mixing for some time, and then you're going to be eating for a very little time. It usually goes down in fast, real fast. Okay, I will just get this chili done. Benjamin, can you relax? Chill out, man. Come here. We'll eat some carrot. Okay, I'm out of carrot. Sorry, wrong call. No carrot, but I can give you something else. Maybe a slap. Come, come. You. This is a common situation with all dogs. I'm not new. Dogs love to just howl and not stop. And this guy's in India. Okay, he's a streety. He comes from the streets. He was a rescue, and so he's got a. Everything about him is great, and I hate to say this, but his voice is. He can work on it. It's just, and he loves to howl. Everybody here around our home, neighbors, they all know him because he loves to howl when nobody's at home. Yeah, I'm telling them your stories. It's too late now. I've told them all the bad ones. He doesn't like coming on camera. Every time I put a camera, he never comes and stands here. I'm not making this up. I know it sounds ridiculous. I will put one up and I'll show you. You can go check out some of the streams. I have put them up. He just doesn't like coming on camera. I don't know. Dogs have personalities, man. Are you seeing this show on Netflix? Barack Obama's narrated it. It's on oceans. Damn, what footage, yeah. You guys, you have to see it. If you've not seen that show, please, I highly encourage you, go and see that show. The footage is mind-blowing. Of course, storytelling can be improved. I mean, you can't compare him to the genius, the best out there, but he's still pretty good. Attenborough has his own way of delivering dialogue, but the shots that they have, and especially some of the things that they've shown, how these dolphins are hunting. I'm surprised how come we didn't know. And I follow a lot of nature science, a lot of oceanic stuff, and I have never even come across this, where dolphins have learned how to hunt. They have figured out how to they use a tool to do hunting. Yeah, they use a shell, a conch. It is a good show. Please go have a look. I'm not. I was pleasantly surprised. Should I put basil? What do you think? Do you think basil will go well in this kind of an environment? Basil is not. It's used in Thailand, in Southeast Asia. Basil has a role to play, but it's not. I don't know if it is used in Chinese cooking. Have you come across basil in any Chinese cooking? Not in my experience. I am not able to recollect. I could be off. But I don't think Chinese really cook with basil much. But then again, this is not Chinese, this is Punjabi. So what I'll do, let me do this. Let's try this. I have not done this before. This is the first time. We will go with scallions. I think somebody said they're called scallions. I don't know. These are words that are new to me. All I know is that they're onions. When I go to the market, when I tell someone to give something to me, I tell them give me scallions. No, I tell them give me onions. Onions, and they're sold very interesting. No, I can't slice them now. Man, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I'm tempted to leave it like this, but I know for sure that when I eat it, let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen? And I will get some basil. I need some basil. A little bit of basil for my. Did you catch that? Woo. Right, this is in. I'm going to make the vinaigrette inside this itself. That's going to be the. And I've got eggs to do. A lot of work still remains. Like a chef's kitchen, man. Ooh. No, not chef's kitchen. Hell's kitchen. What am I saying? That's Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay. Have you read his books? No, I have not read any of his books, and I'm probably not going to. But I do like his show. I like the fact that he goes around shouting at his customers. That's new. And considering that he's charging so much of money for the food and then he's shouting at them and getting away with it. I guess that's the part that's really cool. I mean, everybody can do what he does, but not everybody can get away with it. Should I add more garlic? I think I should add more garlic. Believe me, garlic is what makes life worth. Garlic is great. The trick to using garlic is this. Okay, garlic also, if you chop it with your knife, if you slice it with your knife, the cells, they oxidize differently. So they have a different flavor. If you squish it like this, more of the cells get activated and the flavor is enhanced a little bit, but it is not exactly the same also because the texture changes. See, flavor is a combination of many things. Temperature is one of them, which is why I keep the salad cold. Don't tell this to everybody, but that's the secret. That's why they come out so good, because cold stuff, it numbs out our taste buds. So they don't know, all these producers here, that what they're eating is actually crap. Whoa. You know why this happened? That's the power of garlic. Whoa. Because I didn't say Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Garlic is... So much of stinky garlic has gone in, na? This is going to be... Stinky foods are good for us. That's another secret to identifying good food. If it's stinky, it's good. Fruits that release white colored fluid from them, if you strike them, like papaya, pawpaw, they're good. Mangoes, they're good. Okay. Man, I'm sweating. I was not expecting it to be so hot. Wild temperature fluctuations in Pune. Where are we? I've got ginger to do, right? We've not put ginger. Man, we're running behind schedule right now. We should be doing this faster because I'm now hungry. This is better done with a cleaver, but I don't have the cleaver here with me. So I'm just going to be quick about it. Quick and dirty. Quick and dirty. Little ginger, okay? Not too much. Because that chow mein sauce that we put, that already has a little chilliness and gingeriness in it. This goes in, this goes in. Now what are we going to season this with? We will add salt, pepper, some glutamate. What is the glutamate? We will add the glutamate of sodium, which is MSG. That's what brings that penchant Chinese food feel, doesn't it? We'll add some sesame. This is just white sesame seeds, just to bring some crunch in. And I am going to add all the flavors and juices now. Okay, we'll start with a little bit of bragg. 2 caps of bragg. 1 little bit of kakui. Did you finally get this up for you, Ryan? Are you within receiving range of this wonderful product? And I'm going to add this Leh chili. This chili comes from Ladakh, from Leh, and it is gorgeous. It just maybe even less than this much. This also might be a little high. Yeah, this is more than enough. In fact, I'll go less. This chili egg will take your life. No, I kid you not. It is just so heavy. It's crazy. Um, what else? What are you remaining? You got to add the cayenne oil, right? Just a second. Let me just see how this is all shaping up. Should have not put my springs inside here, but it's too late now to complain. What else is pending? Everything is done. Why do I feel something is wrong? I know the eggs have to go in, but something doesn't feel right. Whoa! These are soft boiled eggs. I went ballistic on them. Well, yes, I'm supposed to actually just break them. Look at this. This is good egg. This is the soft boiled. This is good. The egg yolks inside, they'll create some juicy and gooey thing going on. Well, that's what's good, right? Nobody's ever complained about gooey, soft stuff. I am running out of battery now. My brain's telling me, listen, stop with all this nonsense, just eat. It happens, man, 20-30 minutes. That's all. My peak performance from this. Yeah, I mean, I can eat something and maybe I'll be back. But then there's no point me making this, right? Now, soft boiled eggs do take a little while to peel. And I'm surprised my producer is not shown up. Oh, there he is. Your egg is downstairs, bro. Yeah, I'll bring for you. This guy's so upset. He usually gets his meal by now, okay? And it's late. I wish I could show you his face. He's so disgusted with me. You know, in captivity, the cows, when they don't have water, they'll raise their heads and they'll moo loudly, telling their farmer, fill my water up. They dare do this in the wild. So the question is, have the farmers really trained the cows, or have the cows trained the farmers? Things to think about. You know, I never had this when I was younger, and I had more adventurous ideas, I guess. I've been a science fan throughout my life, so I never had these ideas of energy and spirituality. I think I used to look down upon it. I'm not too sure, but I'm still not God. I'm God loving at best. But my point being that I had little regard for these ideas about how humans engage with each other, what are feelings, what are emotions, how do we deal with them. And for the longest time, I have been telling stories for software, for technology, for companies that make things, machines that first of all don't make mistakes, and second of all, don't make mistakes. So, what do you do? How do you work with such a machine? Because this machine is going to, first of all, it asks you, listen, what do you want to do? And it will do it the way you want it to do. Otherwise, it'll say it can't do it. It doesn't kind of say, okay, fine, let me go figure out. It doesn't give you this feeling of confidence that, hey, listen, I'm there with you. I'll solve this with you. Until now, where you are seeing this happen to ChatGPT, with ChatGPT, where we are noticing that people are talking to them, to this machine, and the machine seems to give us all the right answers. I had an argument with a lady. She made a comment on Threads saying that ChatGPT was down, and I thought I might just kill myself. And I responded with a ha ha ha. And she's like, that's not funny. And I'm like, that's how you spend your time? I'll give you a fun exercise to do. Ask ChatGPT to tell you how and what humans have been asking for the last 2 years, 3 years. Midnight questions, late night, morning questions. You will laugh your ass off, man. I'm not making the kind of stuff, because humans are so creative. We have amazing imagination. We have the ability to think beyond that comes from the dream. Remember yesterday I was telling you about the dream and the ground? This is a human thing. Nobody else can do it. Humans can mix pineapple with mint. If you ask a robot to do this, it'll say, yeah, sure, let's do it. There is a pattern there, let's go figure it out. But because it can't give you taste, it can't give you subjective answers, you'll be like, listen, how does it taste? Tastes good. How does it taste? Good. Listen, should I try it? Yes, you should try it. Are you sensing the lack of conviction in my voice? That's how machine works. Machines are, listen, it's your problem. I don't know. I have no problem. So look at this. This is the egg mix, which I'm going to punch into this and hopefully try to bounce the whole thing together. This is a big thing I'm trying to do. But hey, we do big things on this channel. We do big things in this life. Because we can. That's why. We are the beings. So if you are listening, you're here, tuned into me, go ahead, ask the universe what you want. You'll be so surprised. Everything will start turning around to give you what you want. You know, that's the reason why we don't have our first 2 years of memory. We were very busy planning out what we want to do in the next 100 or so years. We are supposed to live. That's why 100 is so celebrated. These are all subtle under the bonnet, below the radar things which we don't always get to see because well, I'll tell you honestly what's happened. It's education that's taken us away. They trained us to be ready for an industry, and because we were supposed to learn and know certain things, there was no way out. You were expected to know them and you were supposed to know them, but that's not how humanity is supposed to be. We are here for a trip. We are here for a journey through time, and our job is to enjoy it as much as possible. Just like I think I'm going to really enjoy this salad because the smells are insane. I think there's going to be a little less chili in it, and I'm going to drop this now and go straight in with my hands. That's the right way to mix the salad, yeah. There is no other way. So the egg yolk will get all squishy with the egg white, and you can see it all gets coated onto the surface. The colors are brilliant. I didn't put tomato. And let's see what this is going to taste like. Sorry, I'm going to have to take a taste. And you're going to have to bear with me to see how I eat this. Wonderful. I'm going to add some more cayenne to it. I've not added cayenne to this. That's the reason. That's the sweetness. I'm missing out on that sweetness. Cayenne is... I'm not supposed to lick my fingers in front of you, so I'm going outside and doing the needful. And I'm back. This is the cayenne oil. Actually, you know, it registers as oil. It's not really oil. It's their fats. So they have a tendency to feel like they're oil on your tongue. But look how much I put. You can eat this much without any fear. This product is made at my home twice a week. It is tasted before it's bottled. So kids are eating it. Seniors are eating it. Everybody eats it. So please go ahead and try it. Ask me your questions. And set up a time with me if you need. I don't charge you for your call. Just ping me, set up a chat with me. I'm happy to help you. I'll answer your questions. And I will see you again tomorrow with a brand new effort. Cool? Does hemp oil... Okay. All right. So this is I must take a pause. Time out here. What you are buying from me is not hemp oil. You're buying hemp seed oil. Hemp oil and hemp seed oil, they are two different products. They call it hemp oil because it's not from the seed. It's from the entire plant. Even if it's from the seed, if it's not cleaned well, it will carry psychotropic material. Are you following me? So the job of so buy from people who are making this product. Don't buy from people who are marketing this product because they don't know what goes into the bottle. When was it made? So hemp oil and hemp seed oil, they are two different products. Hemp oil will carry psychotropic material. That's why they're telling you to take drops and to just put it lightly on your tongue and just go to sleep immediately. Because you're going to get stoned for sure. You don't know. We don't know how cannabinoids behave with us. Some people can eat one clove. Some people can eat 10 cloves. Cloves have cannabinoids in them. It's called eugenol. Coming back. So first and foremost, to understand this, hemp oil and hemp seed oil are two different products. What you're buying from me is hemp seed oil. This is food. This is just pure good nutrition, excellent to be eaten. And to answer your question, it will help everybody sleep better. That's because it's got natural tryptophan in it. Tryptophan is the precursor which our digestive system uses for melatonin, serotonin, vitamin B3. The entire circadian rhythm is governed by this. And here's the secret, that's why melatonin doesn't work, because melatonin is made by the body. So they tried selling this for some years. It worked well. Pharma guys have made a lot of money out of this. And now that everybody's realizing, hey, listen, melatonin doesn't really get me good sleep, yaar. They've moved over to what's called SSRI, which is the serotonin side of the world. So these are just fancy words. Understand this. It's food that diet brings the sleep. Sleep brings the diet. The exercise component is not, you're not supposed to go to gym and break your muscles. That's not natural. It's diet. No chimpanzee. Have you seen a gorilla? Have you seen a gorilla? Do you think that it has a leg day or a bicep curl day? Just good food. Cool. I hope I helped. I'll see you again tomorrow. More questions, ask me.